Hello everyone, once again VVizard here, and I would like to show you all my latest character. However, unlike my latest presentations, this new character was a collaboration with another creator. So without further ado, let's check that out. And there it is! Maverick, the Whirlwind Warrior, has arrived on the Rivals of Aether workshop. This character was a collaboration between myself and the excellent creator Regina Reforged, in which I've handled the coding part, and she handled the sprites, animation, stage, buddy, and even the trailer and stage music theme. An incredible job all around! Now, how the character was born. Well, those that recall my workshop journey will remember that I've made a character mod of our beloved Donkey Kong, being an adaptation of his moveset from the Super Smash Bros. Series, with a couple of alterations, specifically the barrel mechanic, which allowed him to place barrels that could launch DK or his opponents in different directions. However, since the character was something you could refer to as a sprite rip, and him being a somewhat old mod too, this meant he wasn't as polished as some other characters. And that's when Regina contacted me about a possible Wind Monkey OC, of which would be based off Smash DK, and a bit of my interpretation of the character as well. That way, we were discussing and working on various designs for this character. The initial idea was always a gorilla with the wind element, initially being something like a sage gorilla, then slowly progressing into something more laid back, which would better fit the moveset design we had in mind. And that's how Maverick came to be. Also, fun fact, both his name and his design were inspired by Top Gun. Now, for his actual moveset. It is very straightforward, so there's no need to explain it much in detail. But even then, I would like to highlight some small things. His main gimmick is his D special, the Whirlwind. By using D special, Maverick readies himself and does a backflip upward, leaving a whirlwind in its path. You can have 2 of these whirlwinds active at any time. Also keep in mind, if you hold down the button when using the move, you can change the whirlwind direction with the directional buttons. Just watch the arrow close to Maverick. Now, what do these whirlwinds do? If any opponent comes into contact with said whirlwind, they'll be sucked in and thrown in the whirlwind's direction. You can use them as either traps, or just throw someone at it. And remember, they always deal the same amount of knockback, no matter the opponent's percentage. And what happens if Maverick is the one in contact with his own whirlwind? Well, he'll also be sucked in and launched, but unlike what happens to his opponents, Maverick won't suffer any damage and can act immediately. However, if Maverick gets launched into a whirlwind by an enemy attack, then he won't have those benefits. Another important special is the F special, the Turbine Punch. Maverick powers up his fists with the wind power. You can press special again while you charge to use it right away without being fully charged. However, if you manage to charge it all the way, 3 wind lines will circle around Maverick, and the punch will also have a powerful gust wind in front of it. Not only is this move strong, but it also has a special property. If you hit an opponent with it, they'll have a special status, noticeable by this wind line that circles them. Opponents with that mark, if they come into contact with a whirlwind, instead of being launched like normal, they'll get hit by a powerful explosion. Also keep in mind that this effect is only permanent if you hit them with full charge. If not, the effect will only be active during the opponent's hit stun. As it is shown in the trailer and during the presentation, Maverick also comes with his own stage, the Turbine dock. This tropical region of Aether is home to Maverick and his fellow wind-attuned primates. Aligned with the Air Armada, they provide extensive mechanical assistance to ships in the area. They are proud inventors. Maverick's shop is an excellent target for the enemies of the Air Armada. Taking down the powerful ape is easier said than done, however. Alongside Maverick, we have Admiral Dolores. Present in the trailer's intro, Admiral Dolores oversees activity in the same region. Her fiery abilities are equal to her confident personality. She commands power with extreme style, a stark contrast to Commander Swiftwing. Her weapon of choice? Deadly high heels that could calm storms with a single kick. Also, her voice might sound familiar. Speaking of the intro, it tells a brief story. Under direction of Admiral Dolores, Maverick's designation is under high alert. A steam-powered serpentine terrorist has been harassing the Air Armada fleets and outposts all across the sector. Maverick is up for the work, a healthy distraction from the non-stop mechanic work he is known for. Regina also made a brand new arrangement for the stage and trailer, like I've mentioned before, which, speaking of, it's meant to sound kinda familiar. That's kinda it. It's the kind of beat that makes you think about japes within a jungle. And now, we conclude this presentation. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I also hope you enjoy Maverick, his stage, and Buddy, which will be releasing as soon as this presentation ends. Now before we end this, I would like to look back briefly on this workshop journey of mine. Around 1 year ago, I released my Donkey Kong mod, which was my 4th character for Rivals. These 4 characters have some good ideas, but unfortunately, their execution and final result left a lot to be desired. It was with DK's release that I ended up meeting some amazing friends who helped me reinvent what I wanted to do for Workshop. And even if my Drazil project didn't really pan out, I still continued and created new projects, like a definitive version of my Ryu Hayabusa. After that, I took one of my favorite Smash movesets and adapted it into Rivals as an OC in the form of Buffy. Next, I worked with ViviVinya, a great friend and creator, which, by the way, thank you for once again lending me your voice to give life to Bullet Bill. And we can say Maverick was the culmination of these previous characters, being a definitive version of a Smash moveset adapted for Rivals in the form of an OC, and being done as a collaboration with an incredible creator. And speaking of that, several thanks to Regina for literally making this whole project possible with her incredible talent and skills. Thank you so very much! And I hope we can collab once again in the future. Now of course, thanks to all of you for watching and enjoying these creations that we put so much care into. Thank you, and I'll see you all soon.